They call it the Mother City, the perfect setting for the game of cricket. It's South Africa taking on Pakistan. It's the second one-day international, and we're live on your home of cricket. Now, the one thing about Cape Townians, they always make sure they come out in their numbers. They love sport in general, but even more so the game of cricket. And I understand why. This is arguably one of the great... Yeah, South Africa changing things from...
So the story from the middle is that it is South Africa that have won the toss and they've decided they will field first.
I mean, it depends on the pitch, and South Africa feel that it'll probably be at its best batting first.
So there's plenty of changes to this lineup. Tony de Zorzi, you'll see Temba Bavuma's back as captain at the top of the order, so that means Ryan Rickleton misses out. Van der Dussen, Markham, Klaasen, and then Miller. Interesting note, Tristan Stubbs, which is a bit of a surprise to me. I think
the one thing about Cape Townians, they always make sure they come out in their numbers. They love sport in general, but even more so the game of cricket. And I understand.
He does, being so tall. He too has decent numbers. Lovely shot. Away it goes across the ground, and Pakistan will begin with a 4 off the bat of Saim Ayub.
Of the ball he is. Yeah, got the half blade of the bat well in the end. These fuller deliveries can be just a little bit taxing up front for any opener, and so he managed that.
Nicely worked again. Just watching to see what this surface actually plays like. Much grass as you sort of come to expect when you turn up here, and generally what happens with the grass is
so it has to make sense. So they can't be out there thinking that, you know, allow Pakistan.
Lubaba Lutguma, congratulations, no doubt. There you go, #1 for South Africa. That man, Marco Jansen, with the breakthrough.
So it's making a lot of sense now. And this just held the line, the angular delivery deceiving him, and a good catch behind the stumps there. A very soft dismissal, nothing short, head down, but you've got to cover the line as well. It all happened in slow motion once again. Abdullah Shafiq goes for naught, 5-4.
Babar Azam. They'll be wide. Be disappointed with that as a bowler. He's looking down at the popping. Gwena Mapaka. Exciting youngster. On debut.
Who wants to flaunt his talent, speed. What a take.
Shot. Well manipulated into the gap. Just opened the face, Babar Azam. And he'll pick up 4.
That's a very good shot. Covering the stumps. Actually staying on that middle and off stump angle to cover that line, and nicely put away.
This time a little too straight. Luckily no bat on it, and so it won't race off for 4.
Early on, just get yourself settled before experimenting with both swings or seam. Yeah, deceived by delivery that came back, and there's a huge gap between bat and pad, and here just following that line and the bat coming back behind the
shots of catch it. Oh, he threw the hands at that one. It's scythed away for 4.
That's the other thing that Saim Ayub does so well, uninhibited. There, the intention was to play it over the infield, and he was successful, mighty successful, may I add. Slashed, smashed for 4.
Speaking to him, he said, no hype, no exaggeration, please. I try to stay in the present, and yeah, it is a little bit on the odd side, the fact that to Saim Ayub. Lovely shot. Oh, that's beautiful. That is outstanding as a shot. Away it goes for 4. And easy as you like.
They're just altering his length a little bit, and have a look at the response. The first 4 went over point. This was pitched up just a little bit and flowed through the offside. Great timing.
What he does say, Mayu. There he goes again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's having an extended next high backlift, and good balance, playing on the rise, and great poise.
Apart from the width as a bowler, you don't feel that's necessarily it. Off the edge, and it's just short of Jansen at slip.
A little out of touch, you lose where your off stump is, so just followed the length, the line, and perilously close.
Won't be at all, but it is.
A lot of technique behind what he does, so the foundations are strong. That's why you see a better dial at 22.
Shot, pounced on that, right up in the air with both feet as he swung at it. And
have a look at this. Jumping up in the air and almost crashing it for 6. And that's his ability. The other good thing about his batting is that he doesn't really miss out on what is his strength.
But I'm gonna be there after the game by the stairs, okay?
A lovely day in Cape Town. Certainly on this side. Babar Azam. And look at that, against South Africa, averages 60. Off the edge. Bowler will feel they're not enough in that cordon.
ASAP, so I don't know whether they need another slip fielder there, because otherwise, if he has a good time of hitting another 19 balls, so he's played 19, he's going to be impossible to stop. That's played up in the air and well stopped. Babar Azam is good with that flick shot.
So look at the piece of fielding, Tony de Zorzi. Yep, all seems good with that. Nicely nudged off the hip and away for 4. A wonderful start to the over for Babar Azam and Pakistan.
Plenty of protection towards the offside, and he bowls a ball on the pads. And to Babar's credit, he puts it away.
There's an edge, and it's wide of the keeper. Wide of the slip as well, who's standing at around about second slip is Marco Jansen. Picked that gap perfectly, so there's a little bit of a life.
Dan maybe at 1.5. It looks like Marco Jansen's at 2. I suppose the disappointment here is that no one's gone for it. You don't mind if you spread yourself and someone dives and maybe gets a hand to it if a ball does go down. But I think it was Clarkson's cap.
Beat Australia 2-1 in Australia. They beat Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe 2-1, and they went to a little bit short and wide, and that's been put away quite easily by Babar Azam.
Real strength of his ability to work out with attackers to try and target the stumps. This one's just a little bit off. Shapes back probably half a meter away from the off stump, and that's where Babar Azam is so good. He looks for that opportunity, and then the placement is key. He gets it through. The Pakistan team. I mean, he's kind of the future batting wise for South Africa.
Top edge might be out. Is out. Catch is taken. It's a little bit of good fortune for Mapaka, but he's picked up his first wicket. That's his first wicket in one-day international cricket for South
Quinn Parker's liking to start off this way. His first wicket in the T20 internationals was short wide, and he got rid of Babar Azam. This one's short wide, and he gets rid of the informed Saim Ayub. Nice take from Rassie Thunderdiss and a good awareness of where the boundary cushion was. 53 for 2. Simon Ayub goes for 25.
Be big problems for the opposition. Run rates. Time for the Pakistan skipper now, Mohammad Rizwan. Wonderful player, Mohammad Rizwan. Oh, goodness me, that's a nasty blow. Very nasty blow indeed. Hit his helmet quite hard.
The concussion test will have to be done. And when you get hit, ideally what you want is if you do get hit, is a last game. So it's interesting. Maybe there was a discussion that initially when the batters get to the crease, let's try and put them under pressure. Just his second power plays off the 10 overs is 47 for 1. That's 33 matches that we've assessed.
The Champions Trophy Tour with the DP World. It's a beautiful trophy. He bowled the 3 overs, I think, in the last game. Let's look at his record overall. Conry Ray. Quick single, bit of a knock on. Still only 1.
Such a good technique as Babar Azam always presents that bat as straight as possible when he gets the opportunity. You see Babar on the left-hand side and position he gets his bat into. See how nasty straight he presents it, whereas the different angled bat of Shafiq and obviously a different.
That's more like it from Bjorn Fontaine. He'll be feeling more comfortable after that. 13 overs bowled.
In 45 and you're guaranteed to win 95% of the encounters.
So you weren't listening, were you?
Well, I was kind of listening.
Across the crease, nice and early. Again, just drives that one beautifully. What a shot that is. That is just magnificent to watch. Beautiful stuff from Babar Azam.
Petlakwa didn't learn his lesson. The length needs to be a little bit more backward. Looking for the away swinger, over pitch, genuine half volley. And just meets it with that full face and places it perfectly. An excellent shot.
But you won't mind that kind of delivery or ploy being used by Ndele Petlakwa. With his pace, batters would distance will change a great deal heading into that evening period, because that's when you almost expect a bit of dew to come into play. The ball skidding on. I don't think wickets. Oh, excellent fielding. Oh, he's just missed it. Aiden Markram move sharply to his right. Oh, it's all happening for Mohammad.
Heart and mouth as he went off, wasn't sure. Oh, gets it in the hand there. And he's got both ends to go at, hence the dive, because he recognizes that he might be short of his ground. Shot. Saw him coming, decided to react, Petlakwa, but the reaction unable to stop Rizwan.
Yeah, Petlakwa has seen charging early, but how is that for a shot? For those of you that watch Wimbledon, that would be 40 love. Gee, as he got on top of that, bat speed.
Oh, hurry, hurry. Okay, in the end, because Jansen didn't hit
mid on, and as he hit it, he'd have realized that he had to get his skates on, because he hit it too firm. But he's quick, he's lightning between the wickets.
middle in a one-day game where conditions allow and there's the desire. Just wanted to get that off his head. South African inclination, and who haven't gone on a holiday to the coast.
I wasn't overly impressed by what I saw there. So if those are the replacements, then you know. That's nasty play. The placement is superb. Slightly overpitched from Aiden Markram, and Babar Azam does not miss out. That's a great shot.
He's a wonderful cover driver, and here's an example of how good he looks.
As
was hoping that he'd play one against a spin like that, and this was beautifully driven.
Brings up his 33rd one-day international 50 for Babar Azam of 73 deliveries.
Yeah, he's been an asset, a great player for Pakistan over the years. In fact, he's a world beater on the day, and Babar Azam will heave a sigh of relief. A 50. And something to show for. His record against South Africa is...
That's worked nice and fine. That might be another boundary. And Parker gives chase and does cut it off. So that's a really good over for Pakistan. More like it from them. 10 from it.
Albeit a little slow, but he's still out there. Getting a partnership rolling. No skyscrapers so far in this innings, but we may say the pattern
The side screen has an issue with the advertising, being unable to turn it to a blank black. That's nicely played. Use of the feet, trying to target the area where there's no man back, and he gets near the pitch of it, punishes it away.
Yeah, it's always beautifully played. A little bit of width. Employed himself instinctively there with that massive drive. Knew exactly how to deal with that length, with that width.
Haven't tried to utilize that. It's nicely swept, and Marco Jansen should cut that off, but they will come back for 2. We did see Babar Azam early on in this over, use of the feet and targeting that area. I suppose the South Africans, we've
$1 million. Aesthetically very pleasing, Babar Azam. 58 he is of 79. Pakistan need to go big. Look probably for a score around 300.
Start over and see if you can get it to shape and maybe find the edge, and then if that doesn't go according to plan, then you feel nice and smoothly. Well, we've mentioned about him coming around the wicket. It's the perfect angle. Look at this 5-dot deliveries.
Also allowed him to bowl. This was the attempted off-cutter, the slow ball, and played with the straight bats of 5 dots.
That's a little edge, a fortunate one, and that should race away to the fence. David Miller with his sore calf gives chase, as does Marco Jansen, but all in vain.
Shamsi bowls it at 82 kmph, I think. He had turned the other way and played it with the angle. He read it well.
Yeah, we've got to give him credit, I suppose. If you look where David Miller was situated, he did definitely open up the face and guarded in that area. We have... That's a drag down, and he's missed out on that one, has Rizwan. His eyes would have lit up like this one is going to the fence.
4.64 it is. The track has not been the easiest today, it's got to be said. So this partnership is valuable for Pakistan.
Without the fight, I can guarantee you.
Cries of catch it just over the top. Chase is on. Nicely done. You're going to settle it 2 only. Good work down there.
Yeah, it's the young Mapa, just a touch too short from Fortuin. It was airborne for a little bit. He's quick across the turf, the young man. Yeah, when you have youth on your side.
They've actually got nowhere to go if it's directed beautifully, which it was. That's it well. Very well indeed, and that's gone for 6. Beautiful shot.
You have the extra field up in the ring. He was well aware of it. He got himself set in a wonderful position. He's got quick hands. Excellent execution of the slot.
Through the over, 9 from it. Just that single makes it 10 now, so this is potentially a big one for Pakistan. Brings up the 50 for the skipper.
Yeah, it's been a gutsy knock. Got hit on the helmet early on. And this is massive in the context of this series. 2 4s, 3 6s. It's just starting to up the games at ODI games. That will also be a no ball that Marco Jansen just bowled. The world. Champions Trophy coming up in a couple of weeks' time from now.
Well, he's going to have a couple of test matches as well. Toe into the bat. But I like to see Series 1 and then change the teams. 150 up now for Pakistan. Coming back from that drinks break now in perfect weather. 160 for 2 it is. Earlier, Temba.
His partnership at the moment, 107. Baba Azam, 46 of 68.
The player of the match. 160 for 2, 18 overs left in the innings.
They've had excellent game time. It just seems that he's not at his sharpest at the moment from a bowling perspective. Andile Vetlukwaya almost as
that's over the top. In the end, it was a one-handed shot, a bit like a baseballer. 4 runs.
He picks up length so quickly. Does Baba Azam, Andile Vetlukwaya, but he was onto it in a flash. That one perhaps just stopping in the surface, yet he's taking off his bottom hand. Threw the shot too early, but he's hit this way in front of square and he hit it like an absolute tracer bullet. Yeah, you can't miss your length. These batters, they're both in. They're looking to up the ante.
There was a time where he bowled with too much variation.
Got
him! Picked him up!
Hit it right out the middle, and that went off the blade at 130 clicks per hour. And that is why. And it's a much needed wicket for South Africa. Should have gone airborne. Yeah, they back into it. Celebrations in the crowd. Well, it's an excellent knock from Baba. He goes for 73, so Pakistan won 6-8 for 3.
Out of 90 deliveries in the last game. That's Salman Ali Agha. In at number 5 now. There's one again. Loud call of 2. No hesitation. Backing each other. Back they come.
Hit it right out the middle, and that went off the blade at 130 clicks per hour. And that is why he had the right smile.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm talking about batsmanship, but it's also just the general awareness around the game, because heading into the last 10 overs, South Africa will be afforded an extra field outside the ring. And look at the overs remaining at the moment, 15.4 at their disposal. It almost becomes like a T20 game from here onwards.
Since over number 30, he's been dealing with a few boundaries. Not scared to play that hook shot or drive. That was the very next delivery. He drove through extra cover and just ran that one off the face, nice and fine, from around the wicket. Had a dip at that. I guess that's one of the issues when you come to the crease full of confidence after getting runs and playing so well in the previous game.
Yeah, the exuberance of youth, they call it. You talk about the excellent innings he played 2 days ago. He'll still be thinking he's playing on the same surface after it.
Chance of catch it a little bit aerial as it goes through the covers, but no real trouble.
Pitch delivery and then over-corrected, change of angle round the wicket, and that was played really nicely by Rizwan. 240 plus, wins over 95% of games.
Nice shot. And it's away for 4 too. Well placed.
It's a difficult challenge, that, but it's kind of opening up a few scoring options for Pakistan here. It's such a difficult art because you come in so wide on the crease. You have to be absolutely on point to make sure it doesn't open up and offer a bit of width. And Rizwan in
second. Oh, he's got it! What a fantastic Mapaga gets rid of the danger man.
Very quickly, almost as flexible as an 18-year-old should be. Slow delivery on a good length, out in front of himself, and just poaches it before it touches the ground. There's been a bit of a conversation and a bit of chitter-chatter between the really well for his 80 of 82 deliveries, but Pakistan losing another wicket at an important time. 1-9.